Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. Today in this video session we are going to see a very important topic of grammar, that is coordinating conjunctions. Conjunctions are basically the words which are connected the sentences or the phrases or the clauses, and these conjunctions playing a vital role in English and of course in spoken English as well, because many times we are using conjunctions to connect the sentences or to convey our message to the other people. So without wasting the time, let's see the today's topic, coordinating conjunctions. So before going to start the actual topic, let me tell you the definition of the conjunction. A coordinating conjunction is a word that joins two elements of equal grammatical rank and syntactic importance. So here you need to understand one basic thing, that coordinating conjunctions always connects the two elements which are having the equal rank on the grammatical basis and at the same time on the syntactic basis. So they're always connecting the two clauses which are having the equal importance. And of course these conjunctions they can join the two verbs. Sometimes two nouns were there, two adjectives were there, two adverbs were there, and of course sometimes they connect the two independent clauses. In the future you have to identify the clause from the sentence. So this is the base of the clauses, because if you don't know something about the coordinating conjunctions, it's not possible to understand the similar part which is called as clauses. So try to understand it very well before going to solve the examples of clauses. So here in English we have two types of the conjunctions. The first type is coordinating conjunctions, on which today we are going to discuss, and the second part is subordinating conjunctions. We will discuss it afterwards, but before that let me tell you, in English we have just 7 coordinating conjunctions. How many? 7 coordinating conjunctions we have in English, and these 7 coordinating conjunctions are for, and, now, but, or, it, and so. So these were 7 coordinating conjunctions, and to remember these 7 coordinating conjunctions, you can use a very simple trick. Just remember one small word, that is fanboys. What is it? Fanboys. F stand for, A stand for and, N stand for not, B stand for but, O stand for or, Y stand for it, and S stand for so. So just remember the word fanboys. With the help of this particular trick, you can easily remember this particular all the 7 coordinating conjunction. So now the question maybe you have in your mind, that how to use coordinating conjunction. How to use means, let's see their usage. In which condition or in which requirements we need to use the coordinating conjunctions, these 7 coordinating conjunctions. So let's see, I'm going to explain in detail. So the first conjunction here we're going to discuss, that is for. F standing for. So for, it explains the reason or sides or purpose. So this is the usage of the coordinating conjunction for. The second one, which is very important, that is and it helps to add one clause or phrase to another similar one. Whenever we have these similar ideas, whenever we have the similar clauses or the phrases, that time to connect them we are always using and. The third one here we are going to discuss, that is nor. Nor is a coordinating conjunction which reflects the negative meaning. So it is used to add a negative idea to an already existing negative idea. एक सेंटेंस में अगर कोई नेगेटिव आइडिया पहले से ही मौजूद है तो उस वक्त हमें नॉर का इस्तेमाल करके हम आगे वाली नेगेटिव आइडिया को कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं। सो दिस इज पॉसिबल विद द हेल्प ऑफ द कोऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शन नॉर। The next coordinating conjunction we're going to discuss, that is but. So but we're always using to show contrast. So basically whenever we have the opposite ideas, when the two phrases or two clauses were opposites to each other, that time we need to use but. And the next one, that is the fifth one, that is or. So whenever we have the alternatives, whenever we have the equally important choices, that time we need to use or. So this particular conjunction helps us to add an alternative or to choice between the two important choices. The next one, that is it. It provides a contrasting idea to an existing logical idea. जब भी सेंटेंस में कोई एक लॉजिकल आइडिया है जो कि कॉन्ट्रास्ट दिखाती है, तो उस वक्त हमें एट का इस्तेमाल करना पड़ता है। सो द लास्ट वन हियर वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस, दैट इज सो। इट इज यूज्ड टू इंडिकेट और शो ए रिजल्ट। जब भी रिजल्ट के बारे में हमें कन्वे करना होता है तो सो का इस्तेमाल करना पड़ता है। और कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस ऑफ एन इवेंट, अगर कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस ऑफ द इवेंट आपको एक्सप्रेस करने हैं तो उस वक्त आपको सो का इस्तेमाल करना पड़ेगा। सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द यूसेज ऑफ ऑल द 7 coordinating conjunctions. After this we are going to solve some of the examples for better understanding. So let's see the first example here, that is the children ran ... jumped all over the playground. The children ran ... jumped all over the playground. Ran and jumped, these were the similar kind of the actions. Sorry. So this is all about the children ran ... jumped all over the playground. So the answer will be and, because these were the similar kind of the ideas, similar kind of the actions that the children ran and jumped over the playground. The second example here we are going to discuss, that is, would you like cereal or toast for breakfast? So here we have the two choices, and these two choices are similar or the important at the same time. So here which coordinating conjunction you will use? So here you have to use or, because we have the alternatives or the choices. The third example here we are going to discuss, that is the old castle seemed grand ... mysterious. So these are the contrasting things. At the one place you said that the old castle seemed grand, and at the second stage you said that this is mysterious. So these are the contrasting ideas, and whenever we have such kind of the one contrasting idea, we need to use it. The old castle seemed grand, it mysterious. So let's see few more examples for better understanding. So the first example, slowly ... surely the turtle finished the race. Slowly but surely. Why but? Because these are the contrasting phrases. These are the contrasting adverbs, that is slowly and surely. So here you need to use the contrasting coordinating conjunction, that is but, to reflect this particular idea. The next example here we are going to discuss, that is, I don't want to throw away my candy bars ... do I wish to listen my doctor. In the previous statement we have one negative idea which was existed, and the second one is also negative. So when we would like to express the second negative idea, that time we need to use nor. I don't want to throw away my candy bars, nor do I wish to listen my doctor. The next example, that is sorry, Madhav had the highest score in the examination, and due to this particular thing, the answer will be, sorry, here the answer will be sorry, Madhav had the highest score in the examination, ... he was made principal for the day. Due to the previous action, the next result was possible because Madhav had the highest score in the examination, and due to that particular thing, here we have the answer for Madhav had the highest score in the examination, for he was made principal for the day. Or you can say, so he was made principal for the day. For is not the answer, so is the answer, because this is the result. So this is all about the coordinating conjunctions in English. Thank you everyone for watching.